Happy Halloween, and welcome to the last day of Spooky Sepulture, a 5-day series discussing unusual burial practices around the world. Today we will be discussing Abebuu Adekai, fantasy coffins. In the countries of Ghana and Togo, people are not buried in conventional coffins. In order to investigate this, we must travel to Accra, the capital of Ghana. The Ga people are an ethnic group residing in the greater region of Accra. They believe that dying is a period of transition. They believe that the deceased possess the power to affect the living. If you keep them happy, they may grant you blessings. This philosophy inspired the practice of burying loved ones with trinkets symbolizing something personal to them. As we see in other cultures, this practice is very popular worldwide. However, in the 1900s, the Ga people decided to kick it up a notch. Cain Quay was a carpenter born in 1922, residing in the suburbs of Accra. As a young carpenter, Quay carved a cacao pod-shaped coffin. When a local chief passed away, Quay persuaded his family to bury him in a coffin he had crafted similar to the one pictured. Fast forward to the 1950s, when Quay's grandmother died, he thought back to the chief. In memory of his grandmother, he decided to craft a coffin in the shape of an airplane, representing her interest in aviation. News spread of his work, and people fell in love with the concept. Quay was thus swarmed with orders. One of the first orders he ever received was to make a coffin shaped like a fish, representing one's life as a fisherman. Quay carved unique fantasy coffins until his death in 1992. His relatives continued to operate his workshop. Other businesses have also popped up specializing in fantasy coffins. Cain Quay's artistic legacy has forever imprinted the industry, as fantasy coffins are now widely popular in Ghana and Togo. Fantasy coffins include chili peppers, crabs, chickens, candy bars, tractor trailers, corn on the cob, sunglass containers, sneakers, cows, pineapples, books, and an assortment of other models. Many of these coffins are on display in museums in Accra as well as New York City. Fantasy coffins take a long time, thus bodies have to be stored for several months to years before actually being interred. This tradition is an important part of Ghana's contemporary culture, reflecting modern funerary craftsmanship. So, how do you feel about this spooky sepulture, Abebuu Adekai, fantasy coffins?